2, 1. Welcome to the YabsComedy podcast, September 21st, 2014. It's your boy Yabs, and to my left, Ken Feild. How's it going, man?
It's going. Just
And
L-I-V-I-N.
L-I-V-I-N.
Just living.
In studio, we have a special guest. And by in studio, Ken's new apartment that we were at in
The mansion.
Fort Worth. Is
That's
it
right.
Northwest Fort Worth?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So, Brandon, how you doing, buddy?
I'm wonderful.
And your last name is R-I-E-N?
It's Falls. F-A-L-L-S. Ryan's a middle name, kind of like a code word.
Okay.
No one can find me.
Did you not prepare for our guest, Michael?
I just know, through Facebook, I've always known his last name.
I apologize for the unprofessionalism.
All right, so
white.
Brandon Falls. You can find him on Facebook. He's a cool guy, funny guy. And we're going to share some insight about our 2-month hiatus, I guess, vacation.
Some tidbits.
Prison
after
time.
a long time of not doing podcasts. But we're also going to have Brandon share some stories, because we've heard some, and they're pretty fucking hilarious, people. So let's get ready to start the show.
All right.
It's already started. So,
Yeah.
how's your summer, Ken?
Well, it sucks. Because it's hot as shit in this state. And then we had to move up 3 flights of stairs. So that sucked.
Wait, who moved?
Me.
You didn't do it.
I don't know, but I had to supervise. And it sucked.
Okay. This is going great.
Drunk bastards.
So we're all going to take a swig of our liquid and then start the actual program.
You guys can play along at home called the Awkward Podcast Drinking Game. Whenever there's an awkward moment, just
Little
take,
parts.
take a shot.
What's in the news? Actually, we've had a few things happen in the NFL. Something about Ray Rice and Jonathan Dwyer and Roger Goodell not seeing a TMZ video.
We got drugs, alcohol, and wife beating. And then when you get pissed off at that, you just beat your kid. I mean, that's how they do it.
Peterson as well.
If you don't got a woman around, grab a kid.
I think what happened when he tore his ACL, his kid came in the room and goes, "Dad, you're not playing football." And he goes, "You shut the hell up," and just started beating his ass. I think that's really what happened.
It's a Southern thing.
So your mama did to me.
All right, so what do you guys think? I grew up in a household where I got spanked.
So are you asking, are we pro women beating? Is that what you're asking?
No.
Well,
we're talking about Adrian Peterson.
Oh,
Okay, we're going
kid
Peterson.
beating. Yeah, pro, for sure.
I think it's okay to beat your kid, but to pull
By
a
beat 'em, you
switch
mean
up,
spank.
spank them,
Yeah.
back in on the mouth,
Let's
something
not
little.
say bar fight.
Hang
We're
them
not-
upside down, simulate drowning. Right,
I mean,
guys?
I don't think he did it. I think his old lady did it. She's like, "You're not my kid. I'm gonna hurt your little ass," and she wore him out. That's what I think happened.
And this is the first kid that came.
I don't know which one it is. It's like 9, I think.
Because the second kid was last year from a different baby mama.
And I'm sure right now there's 2 more out there going, "He beat me too."
Yeah. But I mean, it's gruesome.
It's still sad the way it happened.
It's sad,
and
but
not to make joke the situation, but
He's such a nice.
But we are.
He's a nice guy. Never gets in trouble. But this comes forward, and then you have Ray Rice, who was apparently a nice guy.
he was
and then-
defending himself.
until the elevator video that.
Yeah, I mean, he was
you
sad
know.
that he lost some money at the casino. So.
Yeah, it's Atlantic City. I mean, sometimes you bet on black and then you strike your wife. Like it happens.
Maybe he wants a white woman to fit like everybody else in the NFL and NBA.
Yes.
You
That
know?
white woman money. That's all
That's
you
it.
need.
That's
Yeah.
right. Starbucks.
That's it. You know.
Pumpkin spice lattes all around. Sorry, white ladies. I'm sorry. I know you guys are out there and listening to my shitty show. And
Take a drink at home if you're playing along.
But anyway, so the NFL, we got, and then Goodell. I don't know.
More like good night. Move on.
He's like the parent that your kid got somebody pregnant but you didn't know. You're like, I did not know he came over your house. I had no idea.
I had no idea that they were studying alone in their room every day.
Sweating
week
and
for-
touching his eyes and face.
I thought they were-
Telltale signs of
I
lying.
thought they
to the
were
reporter.
practicing.
It's that guilty husband. I was not there. Those are not my shoes and
We
clothes
have
and
you on
wallet.
tape. I still deny
I'm
it.
It
just
wasn't
gonna
me.
have to disagree with you.
That's when you lean into your lawyer's ear, and then the lawyer just goes, and then you just go into the microphone in front of Congress. I'm not aware of that. You know, it's not my bad. Like Sammy says,
and you got to do the eyes too. They'll look around the room, make sure he's looking at you. It was not me.
On advice of my counsel, I am exercising my right under the Fifth Amendment of these United States.
Thank you, Roger Clemens. We're gonna find out he still took steroids.
You know what's funny about baseball? You know, going to that is all them players. They come out and they're like, back in '86, Roger Clemens took drugs. Well, don't ban him now.
Yeah,
you know?
27 years later.
Yeah, now it's a big deal. They're like McGuire in '95, whatever it was.
He was 5'11", 180, and then he retires 6'4", 390 pounds, a whole muscle.
It was all Gatorade, you know.
His neck was the size of a toddler. Like
he did the Batman move,
and then
the head turning.
And then everyone's busted, and you know it's like you bust them after the fact.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to say you broke the record. We didn't say nothing. We didn't say nothing. We didn't notice you that Roger Goodell situation again. No one noticed. It was good for baseball.
Yeah.
Most baseball I ever watched was that year. Between I cheered for the white man. Just kidding.
It was. I mean, it was a great.
Well, isn't so white?
It was 98, 97, somewhere in there.
Yeah, they were just going back and forth until Barry Bonds was like, "I take more drugs than you do."
Yeah,
it's 71.
And I'm gonna put them into the ocean.
He put them into the bay.
Yeah, that's cute. You guys do 1 shot a day, 2 shots,
and then A-Rod.
That guy's a loser.
He's still making money.
I don't care. He's a loser. I hate him. Yeah. I wish somebody would Ray Rice his ass. I mean, straight up and just knock the shit out of him.
Take him.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Yeah, take him to the elevator and just slap him, and then make him hit his head. I mean,
let him fall down.
Yeah, I don't. He talked bad about the Rangers, the Texas. I hated it, and I live here, so I love it. And it's kind of hard for someone to talk about it. And be like, you're a good guy. It's like getting beat up and somebody going, "Hey, I like you still. You're cool." My eyes just closed shut. My nose is broken. No teeth.
All right. Well, we've covered sports.
Sports is covered.
So now that we got caught up,
segue.
We are going to ask you some questions, Brandon.
On the hot seat.
The first question is, what is the funniest thing that's ever happened to you in your life? Like ever.
That you can or can't.
Because I know you have stories. I have stories on our road trips.
I can't disclose all details of information.
Speak to your counsel.
The names have been changed.
I must go by the advice of my counsel.
Let me get some good. Let me get a good one here. To me personally, the funniest thing.
Keep it rated R.
All right. You want a sexual story? Or do you want? I'll give you a sexual story. Why not?
You just
what are appetites a bit?
Spread it out.
Here we go. So
much you want.
I was a young buck running around with this little redhead, and
a redhead.
I didn't like redheads, but she fit the mold at the time, and we were having a party at a friend's house.
Yeah.
I mean,
molded bed.
I mean, the deal with this girl is she went to school with me. I knew she was a slut, so I was gonna get some, and it was easy
because she's redhead.
Yeah. Fire crotch,
Red-headed slut.
And we're at my friend's house, and I told him, I said, "Hey, go buy me some condoms." He goes, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, which ones?" I'm like, "Just buy a box." He comes back, and me and her messing around on the floor, and I'm doing exercises, jumping jacks and push-ups, and laughing at her, and she's like, hee. And she's laying on the floor just naked, and I'm doing doing my exercises. I'm like, get my dick hard, And Jerry comes in. Jerry, I said his name. Jerry, if he ever hears it, he'll laugh at this. He comes in with the box, and I look at it, and I put it on in front of him, and I go, all right. I go to town, and I'm wearing it out and having fun, and he's laughing and watching, and my dick was turning purple. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's numb. And look down, it looks swollen. Well, the box, it's small. I didn't know they had condom sizes.
Yeah.
So I take it off. And I'm like, I don't need this shit. And I flung it across the room and go back to town. So the whole time, he's going, just do it on her. Just come on her. I'm like, okay. So I back out and I'm getting this. Don't get my face right then. It just leached. I mean, it hit the eye right in the socket in her mouth. And he's laughing. He'll do it some more. So I get up and I'm just rubbing it all over her. And, needless to say, I didn't hear from her much. And then after that, but there's condom sizes, and my dick was purple, and it did hurt.
That's cool.
So it was crazy. I've done a lot of stupid stuff, but I think that's the funniest sex moment I have.
What about a normal moment?
Where it involves your pants staying on?
No, my pants always come off.
Okay.
And that's a problem. I do show my junk off a lot.
During traffic tickets?
I did go to jail for a traffic ticket, yes.
Yeah.
I thought I was thug and gangster by not paying it. I was like, fuck the police. And then the next thing you know,
Then they fucked you.
They did. They did.
Hello, is Brandon Falls here?
That's bait. No, I was drunk. Oh, that funny? I'm drunk. That's, a funny moment for me actually. Just something stupid. I was.
You got to tell it before you
I got so many to tell.
This isn't a
take
password.
Take a drink at home, everyone.
So hang on.
Says.
So we go to my grandma's house, right? And she has a lot of stuff.
This is the hoarder, yes?
Yeah, this is the hoarder.
Oh,
and,
yeah, I remember you telling me. Okay, yeah.
She has a hoarder, and we go down there. And my brother-in-law didn't want to pee, and I'm like, "Why don't you want to pee?" He goes, "Somebody's gonna see me." And we're all pissing behind the barn, I said, go behind the barn. He walks over and comes back an hour later. He goes, "I gotta piss." Go behind the barn, Brandon. They're gonna see me. Are you a girl? I mean, what are we doing here?
They're all gonna laugh at you.
End of the day, he's like, I really gotta piss. I'm like, you're still holding it? He's like, man, yeah, I haven't drank nothing. It's hot. Okay, so he goes and he pisses.
Yeah.
And the next day, he's like, well, I didn't want to see me. And I'm like, are you scared? To hold your stuff out? And at this time, he's wearing some gloves. He took some to work outside. He took some plastic cooking gloves, you're cutting meat.
This is making so much sense right now.
I told you.
He sounds very mentally healthy.
He is. He's my brother-in-law.
Clearly ready to run for president.
He's scared to pull his junk out in public, I guess.
Well,
yeah. I mean, I've done a lot. I've done
so many schools around. You can never be too sure.
Hey, you know what he did do one time?
That's right, people. Ken Feild is a pedophile.
I know from experience.
Hey, I have gotten drunk and fucked my couch. I have gotten drunk and naked in my street. I have, molested women that I did not know at the time.
Imaginary women.
Yeah, I mean, the deal is you get drunk, your clothes come off.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's what sororities do.
Yeah.
I have my own sorority at my house,
Yeah.
Play beer pong, pull your dick out.
Those are the rules.
Use it as a bet.
That's how it works. That's how it works. But y'all playing out with me. It is. That's how it goes. You got me on the spot here, so I'm trying to think all this shit.
Sosa and you'll be fine.
You guys got me thinking all this shit in my head now. There's so
let
much.
It flow.
Let it flow. It's all good.
All over our faces. Just let it flow.
I wish I could all over your face. I might just pull it out into the table.
Ooh, okay, take a drink at home, everyone.
It's going to get stupid. Ken likes it that way, though.
Somebody gonna get pregnant.
All I know is don't ask a fat black girl if she's hungry after 2 a.m.
Oh, wow.
That poor girl's dress was so damn tight. I swear to God, look at my condom. It was purple.
She was purple.
Blurple. She was blurple.
She was. And her face was, why would you say that? I'm not hungry. Whoa, I thought you might be.
Judging by your appearance.
Because of how big you are. You obviously like pancakes.
You didn't get that big to sit in there. I mean,
Just keep embarrassing yourself by keep talking and because you're fat and
it was like
let me pull out this chart and let you know.
It was like the scene from Dumb and Dumber. Big gulp. Okay.
Well,
see you later.
See you later. Which is, by the way, hands down, one of the greatest moments in film history.
Yes.
Ever.
It is.
You have to say that whenever you see teens loitering in front of a 7-Eleven and you're like, even if they're holding a Dr. Pepper, you're like, big gulps, huh? Well, see you later.
That's what I call my girlfriend on the side, big gulp. She likes it that way. The more she can get in at once, the better.
National Organization of Women, we are so sorry for that comment.
I'm not. I mean,
I don't think they listen to this show.
It don't matter. I mean, if they have something they can say to me, they can bring it on.
I may get hate mail. It's
They
okay.
get Ray Riced.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that won't cause nothing there. That's Ken Feild at his house here in Northwest Fort Worth.
KNFEILD on Twitter.
Take them all.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Oh, domestic abuse.
It's so fun. Wrong. Yeah, wrong. Not fun.
Oh, We when I was younger, I think of this shit. You know, I think of this shit. I used to think it was so cool to steal baseball cards. And one day I got nervous.
Like the tops.
Yeah, with the gum. Yeah,
That's stale gum.
I know, but I ate it.
Cardboard.
I ate it. I didn't care. I was cool. I was like, eat that gum. I ate them gangsta. So, you know, I got nervous. So I made my sister go do it. You know, I'm like, you go do it.
I'm a badass. Go steal my shit.
So I sat there and I'm watching out the window like I'm really stealing some shit. Yeah, I showed her how to do it a few times because we lived in Illinois. We had jackets on. Got stuff on my pockets. Baseball cards. Baseball cards. So I'm watching. She's coming down the hill on her bike riding. She comes inside and it's more than I ever stole. I mean, she had her pockets full, shoe full, and I'm like, this is awesome. Yeah, she shoved them down there. I'm like, this is awesome. Now let me kick you in the nuts. What? Also kick you in the nuts. That's all I want to do. What do you mean?
That is not the proper.
No. So and she's like, I want to kick you in the nuts. Okay. So I'm like, why? She goes, because you made me do that. You told me I could do whatever I want to. I'm kicking you in the nuts.
Oh.
Okay, so I turn around and I'm like, kick me from the behind because it hurts more. So I'm holding my nuts up, right? Holding them, and she kicks me. I'm like, oh, and I played it off like it really hurt me. It didn't. A couple days go by and I did something else.
She's surprised you out of the woods.
Nope, hang on. We a couple days later, I do something else and I'm kicking nuts again. This time she caught my ass. That was her deal.
Your sister obsessed with your nuts.
She wants to kick. She knows it hurt. She wants to kick you in the nuts. So I did something stupid. I said, like, turn around and kick you in the nuts. I'll tell mom. Okay, hold on.
You won't let me kick him in the nuts, Mom.
I'm sure I slapped her. I'm
sure
let
her kick you in the nuts.
No, I used to be mean to her. I'd put her on the ground and spit in her face like loogies, let it drip down, and suck it back up. Oh. So I would do that shit to her. Yeah, I was an asshole. Which y'all know I'm still an asshole. So I turned around to get, to let her kick me.
Yeah.
And I didn't pull up enough. And she caught me.
Oh.
I mean, caught me dead on. And I fell.
Adrian Peterson.
Hey, she kicked me in the bread basket, man. And my bread basket was full of shit. I mean, I dropped to my knees so hard. And she's like, does it hurt this time?
No, I dropped change.
You little whore. And
it's like Brandon got possessed and some demon voice comes out.
I've been hitting the nuts by so many people. They love hitting me in the nuts. My wife hit me in the nuts. I was doing the
So does the IRS.
I still owe them money, by the way. My name is that's why my name is Brandon Ryan on Facebook. No, I'm just kidding. I like the Silence of the Lambs movie. He'd tuck his stuff and he'd stand there. So I opened the door up. My brother was standing there, and I was like, just had the bush down there at the time, Yeah. I'm like, you like what you see, Daddy? And he's like, ooh. My wife comes up and thumps my nuts. This, bing. I'm like, shut the door. She goes, no, you pervert. I'm like, shut the door. I can't move. My nuts are sticking out the back. They're swollen up purple right now. And she thumped my nut, and she's like, I'm not shutting the door. I'm like, shut the door. So I had to let it out. Just let it out in front of everybody. Just flop, my junk flops out. He's like,
just a sad.
Yeah, it just flopped out.
It's like, hey, everyone.
Like Eeyore.
So I shut the door, and I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, it was a love tap, honey. That ain't no damn love tap. That hurt, especially when you had the goat out the back. Look like a damn French bulldog coming out the back.
Nice reference.
Nice. It does.
Nice.
So better than the wombat, right? Oh man, they're
Batwing.
the Batwing, the damn Batwing. When I used to flirt with girls, I thought I was gangster. I'd be like, "What up, dog?" And I got slapped.
Because you called
I'm not a bitch.
Exactly.
Listen here.
Women are like thinking. They're already like thinking the second.
And that's why I lose every conversation.
Yeah. So now I'm a bitch. See, that's how their brain works.
I was like, "What's up, dog?" She's like, "What'd you call me?" I'm like, "What's up, dog?" What happened? She walked off.
Where you going?
And I didn't know. I thought I was cool.
No, you weren't.
I wasn't cool.
Just say like, "What's up, sweetness?" Flower.
Last time I said that, I got charged. No.
Wow. Did she have a Dora the Explorer backpack?
Cupcakes.
No, she had the cupcakes.
So besides idolizing Michael Jackson, what else?
He is a cute guy. I mean, cool guy.
Take a drink at home. Segue.
20 minutes in, and we're still enjoying these stories. So, So you're a big dude. So you played any sports back in like high school or
Yeah,
middle school?
I was.
Football or?
Yep, I played baseball until I was 23. Got hit in the face.
Oh.
Um,
What position did you do?
I pitched and played first. And
See, pitching is I cannot. That's the one position I refuse. If I was a baseball player, I'm not. You throw at 90, 100 miles an hour, let's say, if you're lucky enough to have talent. It comes back at you at 120.
Well,
like, people don't understand science.
That was never my fear. My fear was the shirt not fitting because the jerseys never fit me. So they call me, they call me.
You had the self-esteem of an 8th grader.
Did you have the...
oh my God.
No, I didn't care. I'd let it hang out because nobody really said nothing. I'm bigger. They'd be like, oh, that's cool. It looks good on you.
Yeah.
So I'd pitch and the umpire would be like, tuck your shirt in.
Yeah.
Tuck it in, come back, tuck your shirt. So I started just wearing undershirts underneath it, and that's where the whole undershirt started thing. Mm-hmm. And, but I took one to the face right before I married my first wife and pitch.
How did it feel?
To be honest with you, it didn't hurt at first. And
it just builds up.
Yeah, well, I broke my nose, shattered my sinus cavity, my eye was shut for a week.
Which side?
Left side.
Left side?
They went in and did surgery on it. And let me tell you what, when they do surgery on your nose, some boogers come out after 6 weeks. I was pulling stuff out longer than my penis, and that's pretty big.
Oh, good Lord.
Car key? Where did this come from?
I didn't drive an Audi.
I know, right? Where'd this homework come from? Literally. But, that all happened. I was off work for 6 weeks, and I married my first wife and quit baseball. I played football, played basketball. Basketball moment in my career. I can play by myself. When I play with somebody else, I get nervous.
Okay.
Really?
Freshman year, big game. I get a steal, and I run down the court, and I kick it out of bounds. All by myself. I just kicked it. I just dribbled it, going up the layup, and there it goes over there somewhere. I don't know. I got pulled, never played again.
Was the coach happy?
He's like, Brandon, sit down, good job.
Go warm up that bench over here.
Get some Gatorade, cool down.
I did do good.
How about serving everyone water? Yeah, let's do this.
Little H2O.
All right.
But in baseball, I had a temper. I used to throw my bat. I couldn't hit the ball in my life.
So you just threw the bat.
I would. And my mom, she hadn't come to many games. She worked 2 jobs. She was a single parent for a while, and
Having to pay for all the medical bills of the people you hit with a bat.
Man, I never hit nobody.
Boogers. Obamacare covers boogers.
I was those tongs they stuck in your nose to pull that stuff out, man, are huge. I mean,
How long was that surgery?
The surgery was only about 35 minutes because they just went into the nose, pull your sinus cavity out, and supposedly it rebuilt itself. And they took bone chips out. Yeah. One side looked like someone jizzed on my nose. It was just spots all over. And the other side's a hole.
Like.
Yeah, it looks like. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I got some shit in my nose.
The doctor was having a little fun.
Maybe.
He's good to go. He looks great.
Somebody take a picture real fast.
Why is the doctor laughing?
But the surgery went long. The recovery time was 8 weeks. Couldn't shower. Couldn't go to work. Couldn't bend over. So
were you not allowed to sneeze?
No, there was stuff in my nose. They had tampons in my nose, literally. So I mean, they were
light days.
And what sucked is he told you, he goes, don't jerk off, don't have sexual activity because it'll build your blood pressure and then out your blood. Yeah. So I would lay there.
Everything's connected through the nose.
That's why guys always want to sniff shit out. Literally, they want to sniff it out.
See, dogs have the right idea.
Hey, that's why they made all the time.
Pennies.
Yeah, I've never been a penny sniffer to that one time. But yeah, I played some sports.
Take a drink.
I played some sports.
Yeah.
I played a lot of sports.
Nice. All right, well, you didn't play any sports.
Nope.
So.
Unathletic Jewish kid. That's the role I played.
Perfect.
Team accountant.
And so we're going to go back to the NFL. We're going to talk about fantasy. Right now, we are in an 8-man league. I'm the commissioner.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a fantasy NFL where they don't hit women.
We've moved on.
Okay.
We're trying to help the female audience.
Come back to us, ladies.
Yeah, come back to us. Yeah, because we're not going to,
not going to hurt you too bad.
Yeah.
Just emotionally.
So right now, my team is playing Ken's team.
Yeah, woo.
And I don't know what we're
My team is Pete top, Kevin bottom.
Are you serious right now? And then Brandon is in our league, and I believe he's playing Scott.
Yeah.
Scott Hevel. What's up, Scott? How you doing, sir? I think, and you're NFL team-wise, you're a diehard Cowboys fan.
Yeah, and actually I just looked, the Cowboys did score again, so they're actually playing a game now.
Oh. So, welcome to the game.
I mean, You know, looking at fantasy, and I shouldn't draft cowboy players. I do it every year, and then I want to drive off a bridge on the way home. You know, and
so it's a normal Sunday for you.
It is,
Cowboys
and
fan.
I grew up in Illinois, so being born in Texas, moved to Illinois, came back.
Yeah.
Growing up there as a cowboy fan, I was awesome because at the time they were good.
Yeah.
They were like, "Man, you got the new starter jacket?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I got a white one." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got a white
Those
starter
things are
jacket."
like 130.
130.
I had a Chiefs jacket. I had
Man.
Charlotte Hornets.
Michigan
Charlotte
State.
Hornets was like purple and teal, and I remember I made my parents buy me that jacket.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
And then they went on sale for like $40, and I loaded up on Florida State. You know, the U down in Miami. But I'm a big sports guy.
Yeah.
So you know, but coming at fantasy, Scott's losing right now, pretty bad, 70-38.
Gotta love that golf.
Golf's fun.
Have you played golf before? I mean, other than going to the driving range, have you actually physically just got out?
Tiger Woods PGA
Okay,
2010.
well,
XXX. Spin.
Talking about walking around like 60-year-old white dudes.
That's too much.
Look at his body. He don't have that leg bone in his body. I mean, his left hand's stronger than the right, so you know which one he uses. But I mean, that's about it.
But your wife Nicole is in a roller derby.
Yes.
Isn't she?
Yes.
I've only been to one in Texas, and they're pretty fun. But those women scare me. Like I don't think I could handle being in a roller derby, let alone a women's. If I just said it was like spot on. All right, let me just jump in. No, I'm gonna get elbowed in the teeth.
That's exact.
I
With a skate to the face.
Yes. And how fast do they go around? Like 40 miles an hour?
Yeah, upwards probably 20 or 30 miles an hour.
Depending on their ass size, I'm sure. I mean,
And you get bruises.
But here's a fun thing to look at on your own. Just go to Google and type in skate rape. It's a real thing.
What?
It's a real thing. That's all I'll say about that. You guys have fun with that?
I don't know how to
home.
continue from...
You take a drink at
know,
home
comment
and
right
we
there.
move on.
Alright, so from skate rape, we're going to continue talking about the NFL.
All right.
So, Super Bowl picks. You guys... I know it's early.
Jacksonville,
Cleveland.
all the way.
Are you serious right now? What do you think of Johnny Football, speaking of Cleveland?
Johnny Nobody.
He has,
Backup?
10 copywritten names?
Oh my
The House of Johnny Bill, Johnny Cleveland, Johnny Football, Johnny holding
Johnny
a clipboard.
Yeah.
Johnny gonna get traded.
Johnny gonna look pretty.
Johnny on Instagram, Johnny on haters. Like he's like watching the A&M games. He was a great college player. I'm not gonna.
So was
But
Tebow.
the thing is, I just see a bust when I look at him for the NFL. Like he did not impress me at all.
Well,
Do you think
that's
the-
like Tebow.
you
Tebow
think
wins a
the-
playoff game, and they're like, "God's here!
Tebow should have been a
God's
tight
here!"
end.
Oh
Should have
yeah.
been a tight end or a fullback.
Yeah.
There's no way you. I don't know.
Who else thinks the movie Draft Day was written specifically about Johnny Football?
Oh, I agree.
Oh yeah,
100%.
I saw part
So
of
he's
it.
a bust.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner said so.
And
Yeah.
it was what's his name? The comedian Dennis Leary was the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was basically Jerry, wasn't he?
Uh-huh.
He was kind of like Jerry and Redhead Jesus that we got here.
all mixed together.
All mixed together.
Yeah.
Like, when is Jerry just gonna? He's not gonna give up the team. I know
No,
that.
he won't. He's gonna die there, and he'll bury him at the 50-yard line. Then we're
Yep,
gonna lose for the rest of our life.
underneath the star.
I don't. You know, he's starting to
He's
look like
on the
Michael
board
Jackson
for
though.
AT&T, DirecTV, NFL Network. He's on like all these
Yeah,
boards.
and that's why he gets what he wants.
I'm looking at buying the moon. That's his next
That's
venture.
probably next.
He buys his women already. I mean, hell, why not buy the moon?
Yeah.
Allegedly, let's just put that.
On
out there.
advice of
I don't
counsel,
wanna get
I am
sued here.
exercising.
Allegedly, everyone buys women, not us. by the way.
Remember their tour bus got pulled over in Hollywood Boulevard, I think it was, and it had like Stephen Jones in there. And
Oh, yeah.
with, like several other females.
Ladies of the night.
Yeah, it's,
The girls from the hills.
Hills have eyes, maybe. That's so wrong. Those were pretty girls. They're just high class escorts.
That's
I mean,
it. But you know what? A lot of people do it, and we can't say who did what or how. But we don't.
They
know.
have the money. They have
But-
freedom to do
I mean,
whatever
if
they
you
want.
have
It's just-
$1.9 billion, you're not going to buy women.
I think he's up to 2.5 now.
See, that's what I'm saying. You have to waste it, because if not, she's gonna buy
He
it.
can buy Cuba. Like, that's how much money he has. You could just say
own all of you.
Cowboys are going to play in Cuba. That's the entire
I'm
island is the
renaming it
stadium.
to Cowboys Island.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, to have that much money, I just...
I get $100. I get excited. I'm like, baby, get the kids. We're going to Denny's. And she's like, yeah. The kids are like, Daddy, move over my
You see
hammies.
2 zeros on a paycheck. You're like, this is going amazing. My life is exactly what I wanted.
I do like at the end of the year, you see how much you made. You're like, wow, that's amazing. I didn't know that either.
I love the tax refunds. That's the one that you're like, oh, well, yeah, I forgot I was getting a check in the mail from the government.
I get IOU
We
every
try
time.
to change the, you're like, what if I just add an extra 0 to this Statue of Liberty's armpit here and just try to push it into the Bank of America?
Then you become a terrorist.
Yeah, exactly.
Take a drink at home.
And is it ISIS or ISIL? I don't even know who to hate anymore. Like, dude,
I just hate everybody.
equal opportunity.
Everyone east of France.
East of France.
Yeah. Bomb them all.
Well, you know that comes back around to California, right? I'm just saying.
Draw a line.
So get rid of Japan.
Before Asia. Before.
Get rid of Japan because all of our electronics will pretty much.
There goes the iPhone 6. I'm just
There's
saying.
the Samsung.
When the ice
S5
melts,
Galaxy.
Japan's going underwater anyway. So.
Is the ice really melting?
Is it?
If we're getting hotter, why is it getting colder? Or vice versa? I don't understand. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Science.
I'm not wearing a lab coat, so I don't know.
I'm a scientist when it comes to getting drunk. Always find a good way to do that.
So you put all the elements of the periodic table into your system?
I have, yes. I got.
Even gold?
I can tell you
Mercury.
Agamemnon, whatever Agamemnon. I don't even know what the hell that
There's
is.
so many
Argon.
drunk moments in my life, and that's what I rely on
So
now.
you are the Walter White of alcohol. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's cool.
You bring your girlfriend
Yeah,
over, and she
bitch.
don't like you. She'll like you by the end of the night. I promise.
Wow.
She'll love you.
Roofies. That's always.
Yeah.
Hey, you know
Science.
what? If he loves her, he loves her. She don't gotta like you.
Didn't Patrice O'Neal say that? I remember this one stand-up. He goes, "I love you, but I don't like you."
That's it.
You
You
can
know.
love your girlfriend or your wife, but you're just like, I don't like.
I've always tried to break down the love and lust thing. I love you. No, you lust me. No, I don't. I love you. Wait. No.
Which one's
I
which again?
Well, I figure if you loved, you get both. But if you lust, you can't have both.
Yeah.
You just get one. So you go for the love. And then they go, no, you don't. So you know you're
Then
right.
you go.
You're right. It's kind of like, hey, how you doing? You look good tonight, girl. Not you. Hey, that's cool. I don't like you anyway. And you walk off. You know.
That's a good analogy.
I pulled that a few times.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
man, you look fine. She a 10. You know, and I'm like, that girl would never even look at me, and I'm like, yeah. Go see what's up. Hey, what's going on? Can I buy you a drink? Of course you can. Duh. Buy him a drink, come back, stand there for a minute or
She just
two.
sees a wallet.
Yeah.
And put it in my hand. Okay, goodbye.
So then you go back like, hey, can I get your number? No.
Of course not.
I didn't want it anyway. My friend was trying to talk to you.
I just like to keep people hydrated. Thank you for the opportunity.
That's all you do, you know? I mean, women own us men. That's all there's to it. Comes down to it, I don't care who you are, they own you. Because you said damsel in distress.
D-A-M-S.
Yep, damsel in distress.
Yeah.
Any man's like, oh, poor, I'm gonna help
Damsel
you.
is Denzel Washington.
But they're not in.
John. Hey, instead of Manziel, it's Johnny Damsel.
Damsel in distress. It writes itself.
Copyrighted.
That should be
By
his
the
next
podcast.
copywritten name.
That should be.
On the New York Post, you know, they always have like, or Huffington Post,
Yeah.
whatever clever
Huffington.
title.
Y-
By the way, Huffington Post is nothing but just, it's not even actual news anymore.
Oh, my wife
I remember
loves
they
it.
used to have actual stuff. Now it's like 10 things that if you read right now can save you from eating peanut butter or something. Like, who gives? Like, I
My
don't
wife will
care.
send me that stuff. Be like, you need to read this, Brandon.
10 of the
Why do I
biggest
need to read this?
celebrity
It will
camel
help you.
toes.
And you click on it, and it's nothing but pop-up ads.
Yeah.
You have to keep reading on.
I know, like she.
slideshows.
I know. She's like, just read it. I don't want to read this. 10 ways to be a better man. What are you trying to say? You know,
And if
stuff
your
like
girl's
that.
sending you that, it's like, is it time to break up? What are
Hey
you trying to
baby,
tell
check
me?
this out.
I can't afford to break
I'm
up.
cheating on you. How did you know? It's
I
like,
can't afford to break up with this one. I mean, I'm 3 in. I'm stuck there. So, you know,
well, yeah, those articles are just, I don't know. It's
Immature
like TMZ.
trash.
It pisses me off. Like you catch TMZ, you're flipping through channels, and it's the shaky camera and the people standing.
Hey,
in
you're at the airport.
cubicles
What's your name?
Trying to be, you know, what do we have on the next story? Kardashian. She's buying a wedding dress, and you're like, how's it? I hate entertainment TV. Like Access Hollywood, you have Slater hosting, and then you have Mark McGrath, Sugar Ray, and I'm like, where the hell is? Remember, it was just John Tesh and Harry Hart, and it was just Entertainment Tonight was just them.
Here's your birthdays for today.
And that's what's funny. Back growing up, growing up, you didn't hear about all that. If you did, it was on the news for 30 minutes and you heard one
and then
thing.
It was done, yeah.
That was it. Now everything is so...
We're on a news cycle, 24/7.
That's it.
Thanks a lot,
And
CNN.
people are addicted to it. And the news seems like they're getting faster so they can fit more in. Tell you there's a car wreck and they died, and then this person jumped off a bridge, and guess what? Jerry Jones bought the Cowboys again. You know?
The crawl at the bottom, you're distracted.
Right.
You're like, what? Al Qaeda's bombing what city?
I know.
They're like, let's talk about Kim Kardashian's tits or some shit.
Yeah,
like,
and
no, Al Qaeda. There's something at the bottom of the
But how many of us here, a celebrity is caught naked, and every man looks for it? You know?
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Jennifer Lawrence.
The leaks.
Yes, I didn't know.
I do not like. Honestly, this is just me.
Yeah.
I never really thought of her as like the greatest actress. She's just an actress.
Right.
She's Blake Lively, boring. Like to me, she's an actress. You know, Hunger Games was entertaining, but again, she's an actress.
Right.
But when those pictures leaked, I was like, oh my god.
See, here we go. That's what we do.
I was like, wow, okay.
She's got two very good
She's
points.
actually.
And what do? I ask my wife.
It's
I'm
like-
like, how would I find those pictures? She goes,
That's me being
I'm like, I want to see them. You know?
That's me being a guy, though. It's
Right.
like, wow, okay. And then Kate Upton, you're like, what? And
You know. And then Erin Andrews, I did find that one. I had to. I think she's
Through
good
the
looking.
peephole
Have I
next to
seen
her.
that?
The people, yeah. She
Oh,
just
that one?
she's just sitting there blow drying her hair, like like.
And it was a guy in a hotel, like,
Yeah.
what was it? He
It was
drilled
like
a
he
hole.
drilled a hole.
stalking her through every hotel she was ever at.
Jeez. See, women have it like rough. They have stalkers,
But-
and it's like.
But no one stalks
real
us men,
story is-
you know.
No,
Nobody.
we'll kill a motherfucker. Like, we can actually defend
Well,
ourselves.
us guys would be like, "What's she look like first? Oh no, you're ugly, girl. You gotta die.
If
You know?
she's psychotic, but she looks like Megan Fox, are you gonna be like, I'm gonna file charges?
Right.
Most
Right.
guys will go, no.
No.
Hit her with a rolled up
Should we-
newspaper.
That's like
No.
if a guy texts a girl and she don't respond, the guy's like, "Well, that sucks." But the girl texts the guy's like, "Oh, I gotta text back real quick." You know, we're like, we don't want them forgetting us, you know.
Yeah.
And
We're so different. Like that's
even back when I was dating people, it was that way. You know, you text them, no response. You're like,
she hates me.
"Yeah, she hate. I'm sorry
Where's
for
that
bugging
bridge?
you."
Where's
Yeah,
that bridge that you
I know.
just
I want to hit the
yourself
embankment going 80. You know,
Let
but
me wrap my car around. This
let me see how fast I can go into that pole. But you know, it's that way, and it's sad. You're like, I'm not gonna talk to you no more. Next year, you're like, hey,
Yeah.
you miss me
It's
yet?
that up and down stuff.
It is.
That's what dating is just not. I don't know. It has its ups and downs, and you're just like, you're having a good day, and then you're just having a bad day.
It happens daily. You know, it's up and down, literally.
Yeah, that's how blowjobs go, up and down.
I do like yours, though. You're pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Lots of practice in
This-
college.
This took a turn.
Had to pay those bills.
All
Take
right,
a drink
so
at home.
It is now 2:00. So I don't know what else. You have any questions for?
I got one more story real quick.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do
Yeah.
that.
Just to cut this
All right,
off.
so we're gonna
Let
leave you
it
guys
roll.
with this story and
Roll credits.
hit it, Brandon.
First of all, I'm not being tagged in this at all. I'll listen to it through you. Okay. This ain't that bad, but I have some
So you murdered
friends.
somebody.
No, my name is not Ray Lewis. We went to a gay bar called Best Friends
Oh, this is
with
going
with
great.
some friends of ours.
Love that.
And I wore my cowboy boots, you know, I was feeling a little country all of a sudden. So I'm like, I'm going to look
Tight
sexy tonight.
Wranglers.
I did have some Sense jeans on.
Since G.
Yeah, and my Sense shirt and my boots. So we go
Scoot.
we go out to, what's that restaurant in Fort Worth?
With
The
your
Mexican
sheet
place.
kickers on.
Joe T's. Went to Joe T's.
Oh,
and we
I've
ate,
heard of that
had some margaritas. And we're walking out, and this started, I should know where the night was going. Walking out, and there's a bachelorette party, and they're hanging out. And I told
Penises
the girl
everywhere.
that's getting married, I'm like, he don't love you.
Oh my god.
And she's like, what?
You never want to say
And,
that.
and I don't care.
Then a
and,
gaggle of Britneys around her.
and the girl's like,
you leave her alone.
that's exactly what happened. This little white girl
they are
went Asian.
perfect together.
That's what happened.
It's
I'm
like
like,
her
she
my
don't
hair.
love you. She goes, You don't know him. I'm like, girl, trust me, I've been married twice. Don't do it. What do you mean? Sarah, what's he saying? Go away, please, sir. Please, sir, go away. And this little girl stood up. She was white, turned Asian. Look here, sir, you don't need to talk to her like that, okay? And I'm like, what the hell is this? And my friend's like, what'd he say? This girl's getting married, and she's 21. And my thing's like, you're 21 getting married. Yeah. So, and I didn't mean no harm. I was making jokes about it. Yeah. You know, then me, I'm like, well, fuck all y'all then. That's what a big roar, you know? So we get out of there alive barely, but there's some looks. I thought I was going to die in a car wreck. We get to best friends. We get to best friends, and I haven't been to a gay bar in years. I do go to some with my wife or whoever. And
your boyfriend.
Well, me and Ken do frequent those places.
That's what the police records show.
Oh, right, there was that one time back in '84. We anyway, we go in the bar, and I'm already feeling pretty good. As y'all know, I love drinking. So I go to the bar, and my wife's like, "Give me something fruity." So I go to the bar, and there's this big black guy there, older, you know, probably in his 50s, 60s.
Hung well.
Sitting there, I don't know, but he was rubbing his thigh.
Okay.
And I said, "Hey, give me a Miller Lite and something fruity." The guy's like, "How you doing, Daddy?"
Yeah, you just ordered a Miller Lite. So
yeah.
Oh, my name's Terrell. How can I help you? I'm a little
He goes, "How you doing, Daddy?" And I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? Who you here with?" I said, "That drink's for my wife." That drink's for my wife.
The W word.
I had to. He goes, he does a little giggle. You know, you have fun. So I go up there and tell my wife, I'm like, I'm not going back to that side of the bar. And now, also hear music come on. And what this means, here come the dancers.
Yeah.
What are they, transgender thingy, the drag queens. That's what they are. Transgender. We use different words here. Thingies. So they come out there, and I go down there, and I'm watching, having fun. I got my phone out, and I hear, "Come here." And I'm like, "What?" They're like, "You, come here." And I walk out there, she grabs my junk. Just straight heat. Just grabs balls, butthole all. Their hands are... butthole I look at the hands, and it's like the size like a small baby.
Butthole is not my favorite word.
And I'm sitting there...
So tight butthole.
And my wife is laughing. And I look at her, she's like, "It's okay." I'm like, "No, it's not."
No means no.
She gets up close to me, and she's taller than me. I mean, with the hip, they're huge.
In a 5 o'clock shadow?
Yeah. I mean, like, she's singing a song, you know? And she goes, "Sure is little." And I'm like, I gotta warm it up. So now I'm defending myself. Exactly, I was defending myself. So now all night I'm trying to warm it up in my pants so you can see it.
You're loudly defending
Just give me some time. Just give me some time.
You're loudly defending yourself as you have...
You're trying to prove how big your hard-on is to the transgender dancer in the middle of the gay bar.
Yes.
Are we caught up?
Loudly.
Yes. I had to because at this point, my manhood... It was. And I'm walking like a big dude, you know, all like, I'm tough, look at me. Now you got a small dick all of a sudden. They're like, what the hell? So I walk away and I go up there and I'm all sad. Now I'm just taking shots, right? Everybody's looking at me, pointing and shit. All of a sudden, they come back out and they go, "Where's my little dick man?" And I'm like... So she's like, "Don't make me come up there." And I'm like, "Honey, you going with me?" My wife's like, "I ain't going down there. You better go. She's going to come get you." She starts walking. I'm there in the middle. She goes, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yep." She grabs me again. He goes, "Nope, still small." And walks off. And I said, "I didn't get a chance to warm up."
You needed to cycle through your phone so you could look at some nude photos or something to get you going, and then go, "Okay."
And that's the
can go ahead and butthole all whatever.
I should have got to warm up first, and I didn't. I mean, that's like going to a fight with not knowing.
Everyone knows you walk into a gay bar with a raging heart.
That should have been the norm, right?
That's Ken Feild, everybody.
I mean, that's what I do.
I'm so sorry.
Awkward.
But you know, that's what happens. You know, that anytime we go out, there's just something like that happens with me. I threw up all over Fort Worth after our night out. Remember that? I got in trouble lap dancing on a girl.
Did you know this girl?
Nope.
Hence the trouble.
We went out. Were y'all with us that night?
Perhaps.
That was.
Anyone who says they remember that night wasn't really there.
I don't remember. I remember getting in trouble because I go back there now and they say, "Hey, how you doing?" There was a girl in a chair and I gave her a lap dance apparently.
Yeah.
And I buried my face in her chest and I was doing handstands on her and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So my wife finally said, "Time to go." Another female was in trouble that night too, but we won't say no names. So we go to leave and I hear, "Your tab's $302.50.
$300.
Yep. I was drinking 7 and 7 doubles all night.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Just 2 of you?
No, just me.
Oh,
there was 4 of us, but yeah, it was
okay.
mostly.
Yeah. So we start walking, back to the parking lot, and I'm like, "You need to drive tonight," and I'm telling her how much I love her. You know, at this point, I'm just telling her I love her. And I threw up. I threw up. I was a true doorknob at this point, right? I mean, literally a doorknob. You know, the doorknob hits the wall, just dumb, you know. So trying to make it up on the way home, and I'm just throwing up all over the side of the truck and the cars and whatever I could.
Little children,
yeah. So when I go out, my kids are not home when I get there. Luckily, you know, I love my kids, but I'm a bad influence. You know,
you have 2 kids.
I have 2 myself, and I have a stepson.
Okay.
So they're all 3 mine though. I got all the name tattooed on me, so if you want to know them, just find me. Their names all over me.
All over you.
So you can't ever kidnap my family and know their names. I mean, they got your whole family.
It's like Memento, but loving.
It is.
Lovingly said. I don't know.
It is. But, you know, I like drinking. I'll drink anything usually.
Cool.
Drink Jaeger.
Yeah.
I got caught naked on the couch.
Jaeger's
doing the
just
couch.
too, I don't know.
I don't know anymore.
It's tequila's horrible cousin.
Yeah, they're married.
Jaeger has the qualities of where it's from. Germany. They just bust in, uninvited, and just mess shit up.
That's it. You know, there was another story I was going to tell you before we left on one more good drunk.
Whoa!
Bless you.
Checking to
Sorry.
make sure everyone's awake at home.
It was raining.
Got all those boogers out?
Yep. Just threw them all over my apartment.
I think we'll save more for next time.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay, well, we're at
More.
46 minutes, so I think this is a good time to stop. And
Yeah.
thank you for coming to the studio, I guess his apartment.
Literally.
But,
The studio.
you have anything to plug, or you just want to...
I'm good.
All right, okay, well, Ken, Brandon, it's been a fun day.
It's been real. It's been fun, but it
Yeah.
hasn't been real fun.
But you can follow us at I'm at Michael K Yabs, YABS on Twitter, and Michael Yabs on Facebook. Ken is at Ken Feild, FEILD on
Yep.
Twitter and Facebook. Ken Feild.
That's right.
And YabsComedy podcast for September 21st. We're gonna say
Seacrest out.
thank you, Brandon Falls, for being here, and we'll catch you next time. And more stories for us, more booger stories.
Of course.
Butthole all.
Butthole all.
And take care. All right, see you guys.